morning. Give us a smile if you can hear our voice.
Good morning.
Yeah. How are you? Did you sleep well?
Yes.
Okay. So this is how we the Evers will say it is Indi now. Hello, good morning.
Okay.
And the person will ask
Indi now.
if you are more than one. Leke miofon.
Okay. Okay.
Leke nya baji. How was the sleep? How was the bed?
It was good. Whether or not it was good. We'll take it like that.
All right, dear friends, it's a good morning. I have decided that every morning I will teach Nana some ever vocabulary so that she can come up to speed with me when I speak my heavenly ever language. All right, to all my people who are Everts, Maba Indi na mikata leke angu formulo. Money kang. All right, so to our friends who are not non-ever speakers, or that I said, good morning and welcome to this day known as the Thursday. All right, so it's a Thursday edition of your favorite Christian morning show. Sorry, na shrine. You know how we do it. We want to go into the scriptures and communicate with God before we start. Maleke mini
Nyejeko lebine wabaka wanika nimokeje mako sani papale icho niji nyomake inyo keje kuku niji nyomai ite niga kanyo ake ni sumo nuncho onyumoleke ochuike osusu mafen ke ojwemo fen ke onyamo fen. Amen. And then the English also reads like this. Mark chapter 12 verse 30. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind and with all your strength. The word of God.
Thanks be to God, dear friends. So this is a passage that is repeated in all the three synoptics, and it is Mark chapter 12 verse 30. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. In other words, whatever you do for God, let it be explicitly internal and eternal. Number one, do it with your heart. Number two, do it with your soul. Number three, do it with your mind. And number four, do it with your strength. Fahuodin shim. Onyankopon tesoro. Nanso so asaso so eye ne nanso ntiaso no. Obehwe ne nhire bi e fatal no. Odiama, this morning I pray that the strength of the Lord will meet you at your point of need. In Amen. Jesus' name, Amen.
Amen.
All right, so ready we go. It is the highlights for the morning. Now, what do we have for our friends?
So do you remember the case of the woman who was allegedly abandoned to die at the Trauma and Specialist Hospital?
Yes.
In Winnipeg.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
So we have the latest development on that, and we'll definitely bring the details to you.
All right, it will be interesting to know what the health minister has directed. But for lovers of football, like our friend Felix, who is preparing to be married. This guy's also Ajimi Sponzano. Felix, yeah, bro, Papa Honam say, meet me, man, talk right now, me talk gone back, me talk jacket back, no. As for the ring, all right, so for lovers of football, well, CAF has gone through a certain inspection process at the Accra Sports Stadium. We'll bring you details as to whether or not we have been permitted to play our impending match as Blasters.
So apparently the secretary to the president has not been in good health, but we'll take you to the Jubilee House for updates on his condition so far.
All right, so the question of the day ties in exactly to what we do on Thursday. Thursdays are days that we give premium to discuss national issues, national agendas that are of concern. Ti yesusu asafo, yesusu Kristo ma DNA FA national agenda. Today we focus on industrialization. Industrialization. Infinite atoto na doso, bisi abobo na doso. Now, so now, what question are you going to ask when it comes to industrialization?
So when it comes to industrialization, they're asking, how can Ghana optimize industrialization?
Etina ye bisa ene question eda teacher no enene se eba emfini nyuma mu a ye pese yetimi di tumpon ewo Ghana ha edie ne ye ya afa ho edie na Ghana betimi aye na emfini nyuma ya hyemu kena na afa enye de bia ne ye kwama no ne yekotose ne eba na dollar yi de ye hwefom na ye sorry ebe me se ya brepa nti ene ye nyina ye ba abedwen die ne ye betimi aye emfini nyuma ye betimi ama ewie peyo. So that is how we are going to let today start. You know, we will go to the segment called 𝗟𝗓𝗪 and bring to you the major news happenings both on www and also in the papers available this morning. After that, there is a discussion on some of the major points that has been given to us by production. Now, in that conversation, there are three partners who will do this. We, as the presenters, are discussants and analysts, and you at home who are woofy. Inti ye kan se mi nyina baby a ebeye de no na waka baby a anya wo de no na eya adwenkyere efidie so de bia medi kanka ye nya manyosam. We are not affiliated to any political party. We are not politically partisan. But as Professor Emeritus Emmanuel Asante will say, we are political people. And so we'll discuss some of the political matters, but devoid of emotion and also devoid of party. Do fra and me ya man yourself na dabi sadia we ye pet me you fra no so ka no insult, no embellishment of any sort. Me pato ye we are now fe ya call insurance any agoprama so na fe ya Quarcoo di agro ya agro no makase agro no wa so de eja de ekoso ewo de ball aye boy enra nwumre ene de ye ba bebo edi animu nyina no be me say sports team no de ebebre mu say ye wie pe na fe ye yi asem kese afiri ho asem kese ko sa de na onim say ye ko WhatsApp on social media together with your celebration. It's a packed morning. Remember, it's a Thursday. Thursday is a little heated. Tiene adrenaline ebe mane home so kakra. Ya na wate ya say. Still, you gusu ye onyankopon adwuma e television station so. Na boafo bi ana aboyen ama ye say adwuma. Nti ye mo machi.
Okay, into Danwell Insurance Company, if you want to really buy an insurance cover for yourself and your family, there's the best place for you to get it. Log on to their website, info@danwellinsurance.com. Get to purchase the insurance policy and pay your premiums on time.
Say open school papa so akwa de bia me catch us at Methodist University e kukurumuti a yensan ne ho mompo. Kukurumuti yensan ne ho mopoda. Please pick a form, apply to any of our programs. Our flagship program, the nursing school, di Juma Papa. Very soon we are introducing public health nursing. Open agriculture ya and one say obeko Winchi campus na wakwa yebio ho. Our Tema campus is also doing so well, and obviously the Dansaman campus, the seat of the administration of the entire university. MUG, excellence, morality and service.
MIPL, Methodist Investments and Properties Limited, inti upe ujinja powder, ujinja juices. Afenso upe printed lacoste t-shirt or souvenirs in ube to me in Yebi. You can locate MIPL in Adabraka, inside the Grand House adjacent the Holy Spirit's Cathedral. Na uba me pacho eya na waye. Washen into so ube Tony ama bibris and ebea. Say discount be on ma also wait to me a benefit if we discount them.
All right, say anopa yebetimi apraprecha na yepese wunye duane papa bidi nti e KFK ana ye recommend ya mo anope menhwe binku menhwe ni fa straight ubisa Wesley Towers Ambassadorial Enclave eye baby a city house area no na kwase Methodist for dan kese ye yesia the whole Ghana dan bi antisesa dan okopia na wakakubisa KFK ombe mo duane breakfast lunch and dinner will be served today okot tema community 25 so ubenya duane papa ni biedi.
All right, Barbarella Clothing for all your ready-to-wear outfit into Oko party, Oko Ijuma, Oko naming ceremony, occasion bia Oko bia. There is a dress for you at Barbarella Clothing. The here is over our phone nothing, so over our phone I just type Barbarella Clothing on all social media platforms. Now, what me I pre-order what time, baby I will be a delivery for no Eddie
Well, Christian Service University is also Saturday year the Christian Service is 50 years old and they are commemorating this with a grand deba. The guest of honor to this program is His Excellency Nana Adzika. Professor Frane no ano pay o ma sorry ntempa ejina gate ano omo jeje nkwala ne bag ekokusi homom me pa cho ope eye sukua emu enyoma eyo eye pepe na obeso hwe Christian Service ewo Kumase ode no ho kwada so ho a uduru ha no ebisa Christian Service me pa cho se open so anoma no pe ya eye Wesleyan di uko tema obenya bi osofu popsi no mo ho omobehwe na bibia aye kama afei se opa ni nyina echi de na the new kid on the block enti na wotwe ene na wotwe wi ye so obeko Kumase a na so okọ na Okoda Freeman Methodist Guest House, the only guest house in Ghana. Okoda osoria obeti say yebo hymns emau na ye serve oduane omompa no emu ye de emu bububu by heart afi enye hotel atotia ne nam form ntefre ni nkura na afi wusu se edi nkura na waye me pacho we Methodist for there. So I'm around about one now the weni achre eye tafokwan so West School opposite oho na be Freeman Methodist Guest House anope kitchen for na ye kradwa omuso so omuba be man eduane edi aboafo yi no omode ye kọ na menimi se omode ye betu fan wo kọ de entaban so wososo ana wo kan ye ho adwuma no eye ododo adwuma ti ye gina ha na wososo ugina enti so yensa na yesoso yensa unsa. Well, we promise to do that which we have been doing and even more. Baby abeshia bibia edino eye bakope osofo Adzika agbamanya Vincent.
Acho mi misna.
Ye twa ye ho aba ye ba ye de baba abehhehye so. See you soon.
Methodist University College Ghana yenya presidential charter inti efreye Methodist University Ghana enti yene upe baby pa abo wabodini enya ngumasuamu nimdie pa dia admission no ekoso postgraduate undergraduate diploma and certificate programs bi to say nursing educational assessment and evaluation guidance and counseling psychology economics HRM and management studies marketing and supply chain management communications IT accounting social work port and shipping management and a PhD in education dia order for any chair Methodist University Ghana nanika sema womune say what's the candidate dia or 30% discount and 30% discount any Methodist asori menina shoshayen campuses ne bi ewo dansuman tema wenchi national song say your day any evening empo weekend sessions krampo so ewo ho mature entrance exams so ekoso 83 mikasi na admission ekoso enchebu bia no for 0558309059 and now call your website www.mug.edu.gh. MUG, the rich brand. Meth UG. We have the zeal to educate.
KFK Foods is an award-winning world-class restaurant with over 10 years experience in both local and continental dishes. We render services for parties, cafeteria services for schools and hospitals, individuals, corporates and institutions, as well as groups who want to treat their partners to delicious meals and services. We have all local and international dishes including banku with tilapia, fufu with light soup, fried rice with grilled or fried chicken, assorted fried rice, fish with chips, noodles and spaghetti, pizzas, pastries, shawarma, beef and chicken sauces. All kinds of breakfast baskets in Accra. Locate us at the Ambassadorial Enclave on the first floor of the Wesley Towers at 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. from Monday to Saturday. In Tema, locate us at Community 25 Annex, where the event center is located at 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. from Monday to Sunday. For all orders, call us on 0244 637647 or WhatsApp us on 050 33171153. KFK Foods, you deserve it. Do you need quality and professional ministerial attire? Be it cassock, clerical shirts, stoles, preaching gowns, preaching bands, wedding gowns, and sanctuary vestments, then your best destination is the Methodist Investments and Properties Limited, MIPL. Individuals and churches can also contact MIPL for their African wear, both male and female, curtains, church or institutional anniversary clothing, Friday wears, mufflers, diaries, liturgy books, souvenirs, badges, Lacoste and t-shirts, among others. MIPL produces natural fruit juice such as ginger, pineapple, mango, millet, banana, as well as specially prepared ginger powder to boost your daily vitality. MIPL Property Management is also available to both individuals and corporate institutions in managing your property and providing investment solutions. Locate MIPL office at the Grant House inside Adabraka, Accra for your businesses at affordable prices, or call us on 0242 122 787. If you are looking for an office space which is spacious with a car park, 24-hour security, standby generator, then look no further. The Grant House building is up for rent and is located adjacent the Holy Spirit Cathedral, Accra. Call us on 0242 122 787. Good morning to you once again, and thank you so much for joining us on the segment. It is probably brought to you by the Freeman Methodist Guest House. In the weekend, we want Christian service in Quarcoo share Christian service for each move to me Quarcoo Jimuhum. Ewo Freeman Methodist Guest House. I think so kitchen for no ewo ede mamu inti duani bia opese order bia obe to me a order ede bebro eye de ye ankasa inti ukwa mpacho kwaji wa home na afensu didi ye emfamai. What's up?
All right, you be Quarcoo didi na ye wo ha no pay de na esi ye de osuma ye na adwuma na komode no anopay. But said we are starting quickly, and we have the first story, and it's from the Attorney General's office, and this is a request to the CJ. Let's have it now.
So the Attorney General and Minister for Justice Godfrey Dieboadami has charged the Chief Justice to issue a directive to judges handling illegal mining cases. He urged them to conclude ongoing trials within 1 month from the start of the new legal year on October 10, 2024. Speaking at the annual conference of the Association of Magistrates and Judges in Ghana, Mr. Dami stated the urgent need for swift justice in Galamsey-related cases, which has significantly damaged Ghana's environment. In his address, the Attorney General expressed deep concern over the slow pace at which Galamsey cases has been adjudicated in courts across the country. He highlighted that over 140 Galamsey cases involving more than 850 accused persons are still pending in various courts, with some dating back as far as 2020.
All right, indeed, yes, na a Attorney General and Minister of Justice Ora Godfrey Dame and or share a year CJ Chief Justice say Chief Justice ye yebesre say senkebeya anka womo omakotu Galamsey a ometiamra a posifo achomatro omanonsem edo omabazenka muni omasem no ka mo betumi anka bosome baako na mode atoso esan se ajaajefo bi aye moto kokra dodo ama ebi kra ye che wo mo beye afi 2020 babe seed ne no still ebi gusu eda neduadan mu a ebi gusu da reminder yenka wo masem na wo se yamfa perperio ne ahohare ankoso a ebekọ akoye se bi aban ana hye kire a won pese nneomo ebekọ na Chief Justice so kasa no se ampa mini abema de wo ka no eyampa nti ono so ehye ajaajefo ne magistrate fo se omumfa ohare ene ahopepre enhyemu se de be ya enipa ye de omu abegu ho se galam sensensem nti ye be de omasam amom yenko.
Meanwhile, the year-on-year inflation for September 2024 has increased to 21.5% from the 20.4% recorded in August 2024. The Ghana Statistical Service has attributed the increase to a rise in food inflation. Food inflation surged to 22.1% from the 19.1% last month. However, non-food inflation declined to 20.9% from the 21.5% in August 2024. Before the current increase, inflation had gone down for 5 consecutive months. The report revealed that inflation on locally produced items and imported items increased to 17.0% from the 16.1% in August, whereas locally produced items recorded inflation of 23.4% from the 22.2% in August 2024. Restaurants and accommodation services recorded 27.9%, whereas alcoholic beverages, tobacco, and narcotics recorded 27.6%. Also housing, water, electricity, gas, and other fuels were recorded at 26.4%, education services at 23.7%, health was recorded at 22.3%, and food and non-alcoholic beverages were also recorded at 22.1%.
Yona yeto asono na inflation ya motate ewo masomo ni nyina enene se eye enioma yeto enioma yede ye ho se ukọ eye udwaso na odesa enioma nyina egu eye kotokuo bi anase kenten bi mu ani akari na afi yahwe sede ne mpomponso ne mu duro no etie na afi yede ahwe eye dollar so sede etie ne no ana ababe todwa se de eduane a yeto no eduane ho nneoma enumum ehwi akosoro pa se odehwe eye anka afi etwa mu dia nanka enya beye ohane nchichemu no na chese eduonu baako eni echirepo enum die na chese etimi ehwiri edu ho pa na chese wo hwemu a beye baako bi eni echirepo enum bi ababa beka ho na no na ye echirechiremu a ye pa kire se ni nyina nkamfua no eye eduane a yedi eduane a yeto eno anama eyesa inflation ama ne homene so na emum wo de call bibi ti sade ade ye ho ahodwobia ensan ye beto anom tawa a ye de be hye sebe bomu na ebi ehua ebi so awe no eno so de nka ho no etimi ekọ form kakra na emum eduane side no na ama ne homene so na.
All right, so the Office of the President has addressed rumors surrounding the health status of the Secretary to the President, 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗘, Nana Bidietu Asante. The government, in an official communique, said Mr. Asante recently fell ill while conducting government business in the United States. According to the statement, Nana Bidietu Asante began to feel unwell after the conclusion of the 79th United Nations General Assembly in New York, where he served as a key member of President 𝗟𝗩𝗘's delegation. He was subsequently admitted to a hospital in U.S. for treatment. The director of communications at the Office of the President, Eugene Arhin, confirmed that Nana Bidietu Asante is currently in stable condition and responding well to medical care.
Yo, krata bi efi omampanin asweye aba betodwa sa krata no signature shesi fefefefef ora Eugene Arhin oye director of communication at the Office of the President. Na yenim said the secretary to the President yenka Nana Asante Bidietu yesama no kra senka onye ambassador at large na ni nyina nkamfu anu nansen betodwa se Nana yare oye ne hwienye ye kura bi kura bo na wuto eno ana omampani ade asoma ne director communications on fa metu dwa se enyampa se ye ka se Nana Asante Bedi to we free nananom asase so da bi na emom ne se ne ho bedodo no kakra na ye de nana eko ayaresabe ana ebi kra esusu se nka ye di nuduru ho no na nka onyankopon beje ne nkwa afi ne nsem nanso His Excellency pa kire se Nana Asante Bedi to ogusu etimkwamu a ogusu wo aresabra ye hwe no a bibia akoso kama de ogidi se emrepam no onyankopon a otumi esa yade obesa ne wofasi yade ama wetimi aba abeka Jubilee House team ne ho amoma yadwuma kama na de His Excellency edi asoma Eugene Arhin ye kan.
In other stories, the Ghana Federation of Labour has clarified that the strike action announced by organized labor on Tuesday's October 1 will remain indefinite until government responds positively to demands for a ban on illegal mining activities commonly known as galamsey. In a statement on Tuesday, October 1, Joshua Ansah, Secretary General of the Trades Union Congress, stated that following the expiration of our deadline and the failure of government to meet our demands on illegal mining, organized labor has decided to declare a nationwide strike with effect from October 10, 2024. The strike is part of broader efforts by unions to pressure government to take decisive action against galamsey, including declaring a state of emergency and banning unregulated mining activities that are damaging water bodies and forest reserves. Speaking in an interview on Wednesday, October 2, Kenneth Kumsin, Deputy General Secretary of the Ghana Federation of Labour, reiterated that government had failed to respond to any of the demands put forward by the unions.
Yona ye tuaso na enra ye kan bi ekremokra ene ora Joshua Ansah edinkomo me ekyerechire mu so we Methodist ni ba mapa woko men's fellowship pa or Asempa Society ewo Winneba Diocese omo sheka so ade nanso so omo Winneba Diocese na samra ye kasa di asem a odi tu dwa October bosome edikan odi ba betu dwa se ono eni ni nuanom ewo organized labor de oma yoma dwene se omo ba beti etua papa abomodin pa etabiri ntesu koko ewo manum no matene se piaw egu aban so esane se aban nuamo ho nsem bia wo mo bonwo wo mo kuma mu kura esane se o maka kire aban se aban ye galamsey no ese yemfudie ese wo man ese kwaye afi so emani bi kwa wo so a kwala wo mo no bebre na enhyeda entiapo entibeya anka galamsey bra no kra na nya galamsey krapo bibia gold tuo nyina no bra ora ansa pa kire se besi ne abanhyeda mfa krata bia emma enti won de o ma yo madwene se October ya ye wo mu ye eda to sudu no Ghana dwumayefo nyina mo hwe TUC ase wo biara ni wo obekọ dwuma eno ne efre ne nationwide strike eno ana wo hwe mu kena wasande krata betu dwa ye so ye nya ye kan bi akire mo ewo WTV so ano pay to aso.
So the Ministry of Health has escalated a case involving alleged medical misconduct at the trauma and specialist hospital in Winneba in the Central Region to the Criminal Investigations Department and the Attorney General's departments. This action follows an investigation by the Ghana Health Service, which uncovered serious misconduct by certain hospital officials in relation to the death of a patient who was transferred to Jobi, where she was abandoned until her demise. In a statement issued by the Health Ministry on Wednesday, October 2, the Ghana Health Service investigation concluded that the employees involved failed to act appropriately, contributing to the tragic outcome. The committee overseeing the inquiry recommended internal disciplinary actions against the staff involved. However, the Ministry of Health has opted for further investigation, citing the gravity of the incident and the resulting loss of life. To ensure thorough accountability, The ministry has requested the Attorney General's assistance in determining the culpability of the staff and pursuing any further legal action. Additionally, the matter has been reported to the Criminal Investigations Department. The ministry reaffirmed its commitment to upholding the highest standards of healthcare delivery, promising to prevent recurrence of such tragic incidents in the future.
Yona ye twaso no eye asweye ehwe apomudin so eno na onsoso ede asembia tudwa ono so osoafo eye owura doctor Okuboy ensoso ehase na ye kan bi akyeremu ni nyina ne se mobekaya na nsemu bi betodwa se ye maami bi a yeyi no na yedi no eko eye trauma hospital a ewo Winneba de ete ya ne se okokodu ye no eye anesefo ni mpanifo ho ese susu ni mu na nka etimi ehwe na ne ho to no krakrakrakra no wo mu eja no saa fe hu ye na ogomu odwobi kwan ba bi so anana oda obroni beka se ya abandon wo eno ana ebeto odwama social media be ye buburu jama hakra ye kinkan bi ekyerem se de osoafo ede atodwa se CIDMwa na yenye nhwehwemu kete na eye enkrofo a omo eye trauma hospital ho Winneba a omo di se nuamo hu nsemu a womu ejai sa maami anka se fufie anto ata nka ono so tumi ehwere ne nkwa no yenhwehwem na asotwe a ewo wo mu no yemfa ma wo mu na de free eye asoye ehwe apomudin ana yede ebremu.
In sports, the Confederation of African Football (CAF) has approved the Accra Sports Stadium for the Total Energies 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers match day 3 between Ghana and Sudan. According to a letter from CAF to the Ghana Football Association, Prosper Harrison Addo, the continental body has sanctioned the Accra Sports Stadium for the match scheduled for Friday, October 11, after an independent inspection. Following a comprehensive review of the reports of CAF independent inspection regarding the Cape Coast and the Accra Sports Stadium, we are pleased to inform you that the Accra Sports Stadium has been approved to host the AFCON qualifiers for Morocco 2025. Specifically, it will host the Group F match day 3 encounter between Ghana and Sudan, which is scheduled for October 11, 2024. The letter read.
Yo na samre de yedu eye GFA ene Ministry of Sports for Asweye yebetimi krade eye Sports Authority for so kraba aba kan we sansa agoprama wo Ghana de wo mo anehwe so ye nyina beti na nsen se nka Ghana Blasters omo kobo omo matches enyo omo nko ape eye teams a eye ball teams a ewo Ghana had in Kumunyina Eko Bomunya baby Kran and Kwamabo is answer a ye stadium ewo Ghana ni Nina and ye papa. Na Samira Babi to just a calf atimi ababa sheshe emu hu senka Accra Sports Stadium de omunioma eda so kama yebetimi abo ball no so munyina mobekaya eye efieda ebe Ghana Black Stars woni omo etipenfo a efri Sudan ebebo eye ball ani nyina no ehye eye Sports Ministry GFA ase neno na akwakoba se de efie dey obi abetimi akọ eye Sports Stadium na wo
Accra Sports Stadium ani eho ani eye
nti
betimi aye ni sei
kama
nti betimi aye ni sei na yete
eho aye kama nti mi se efie da mi gina mu din me pa cho me koso a eye popular stand oho ana ya na
obi a shower ma ho fre sofo
no me ko o prepare for me sofo me ko ti popular stand Friday bo se me te hwa ma yedi ma she me coolly hat me hwe de ekoso nti me ba be report a kire mu de ekoso Accra Sports Stadium. All right, so we have the last story and now we take it up.
So, on the entertainment front, the ex-husband of Ghanaian gospel musician Obapa Christie, Pastor Love, has been jailed for 48 months in hard labor for stealing. Pastor Hammond Love, widely known as Pastor Love, has been sentenced to 48 months in prison with hard labor. Reports suggested that Pastor Love was found guilty of the offense after a 7-year trial. Before he was sentenced, Pastor Love pleaded with the courts for mercy, adding that he was willing to pay any fine that would be imposed on him. The court, presided over by Isaac Addo, took into consideration the fact that the convict, Pastor Love, was a first-time offender. The court held that as a pastor, he was expected to hold a high level of integrity, especially in matters of trust, and therefore handed him the 48-month term as a fair deterrent. The facts of the case was presented by ASP Frimpong that in 2016, one Samuel Amankwa, a resident of US, shipped a 4x4 vehicle into Ghana and taxed Pastor Love to clear it from the port. The convict cleared the said vehicle with his money, after which the complainant told him to sell it for 50,000 USD and deduct the amount he paid as duty. Later, the complainant told Pastor Love to hold on with the sale of the vehicle as he would travel to Ghana and refund his money. In April 2017, the complainant arrived in the country and contacted Pastor Love for his vehicle, but he could not produce it despite several demands. The complainant lodged a complaint to the police and Pastor Love was arrested in May 2017. During the interrogation, the convicted Pastor Love told the police that he secured a loan of 40,000 Ghana cedis with 20% interest to clear 20% interest to clear the vehicle and was accruing more interest. So he sold the vehicle at 80,000 Ghana cedis without the consent of the owner and paid 70,000 to the company.
You ashafona de yedi wie kra no se yenyina ye wo Ghana ha ye beti edin a Pastor Love de ana eye mami bia na first no ye frɛ no owura yere Christiana Love asese oye obapa Christia na nikuna no oware no ne ye frɛ no Pastor Love besi nesoso egusu efrɛ no Pastor Langa papa die anka sempatre anu oyo eduru ba bi soso na se yen hye nkom so a nanka wetimi ahye nkom pa na we die enye nkom hye enya sempatre eye wowura bi a ye frɛ no Samuel Amankwa anu wo US ana wo ye senka Pastor Love won fa ne ka bi a wodi fi eye US ebrochima mu no ha emra Ghana emma no na mpa papa etimi ede ne kai esi poso deche ba beduru eye Ghana no ka se Pastor Love we wo ye madam fo nim se ososo duru ba bi a wo ye ade wo clearing pa nti ne ko clear ma me eno ana Pastor Love etimi ebo modern clear na emu papa na mani sika bia se won fan clear na papa yi a ye friend Pastor Love wo timi clear wie ne ko ba ne se wo se die ne ho sika nyina sa na afei so okokoje sika no efiri eye baabi bisiafuo bi wamba multi credit koji feedback microphone bi ho ama na omo dan no papa ne no no yes no ankasa be ton car no na afei wode akwa tete ne ho ka eno ana owura mankwa bokes man kasa car no ton me ba se me be use nje no oka kira posifo efre Pastor Love ene no ekasai ye bisa na no na ese asem no court na court so ehwese eyam papa se owura mankwa ni sika bi ene ne ka bi akwakodi Pastor Love ho ana court hwehwe mu nu zampa Pastor Love woko clear kai aton kai edi sika yi egunu botuku ni kotoku mu a wodi ni kakra eno ana court ehun se dabi Pastor Love anye ni yi enti onko edem na wasan ba biem na onya obi ka clear ohun se wo clear wi a na odi owura no eka no akwa na asem a ye de eto ho ama nsan nyina se wo muntie ni Okay. No, it's not a fortunate news at all. Sure. I mean, any day to sleep in cells or prison, even if it's a one day.
48 months.
Even if it's a one day.
1 year, be 12 months.
It's not.
4 years old.
It is not a joke at all. Well, we have the papers with us, and we want to go straight into it. I won't be surprised if the papers also will report on Pastor Love as well. Wow. But now has the first paper.
So we'll start off with the Daily Graphic newspaper. It says that tertiary programs at unaccredited centers to be revoked, and this is coming from GTech, and it's on the front page of the Daily Graphic. Measles, rubella vaccines underway, targets 5 million under 5 years old. The story is also on page 13. major story here, expedite hearing on Galamsey cases, Attorney General to judges. The story begins on the front page, but continues on page 3. Students Loan Trust Fund pays 25 million Ghana Cedi teacher trainee allowance. The story is on page 16. CDS calls for more collaboration among security services. These are the stories on the front page of the Daily Graphic.
All right, so to the Daily Guide, that's the banner headline: 2024 voters register. NDC abandons forensic audit. There is also the picture of Dr. Okoboy, and that story exactly refers to the Ojobi old woman's case that has been referred to the CID. Or finish Galamsey cases in 1 month is also here, and the picture of the Attorney General is right here as well. Well, that is what I have from the face of the Daily Guide.
Now, the New Finder newspaper, it says that leverage on digital technology for rapid economic and social development. UN Residence Coordinator is saying this. The stories on page 2. Now, page 6 says that inflation up by 21.5%, and this is a report from the Ghana Statistical Service. Now, CD picks up against pound and euro amid dollar pressure. Prioritize oral health over white teeth, and this is one of the stories in the New Finder newspaper.
All right, so to the Daily Post, election 2024. Mahama accuses MPP of producing fake opinion polls. Well, the GMA petitioned to take a disciplinary action against MP over Galamsey. Comment.
Now, the Chronicle newspaper, the Spear of the Nation, it says that NDC fails to provide proof of flawed register claim, and I fully support you, Otumfuo assures Alan Cash. Then, CJ to judges manage court services with discipline. These are some of the stories on the Chronicle newspaper, the front page.
All right, so now to the Daily Break, and I have it here now. Well, I will protect assets of the judiciary. This is what the Chief Justice is assuring judges. Probe Obo over 41 million. Otumfuo stamp angry Ghana Post staff demand. Well, Eduche hangs at customs. That is from the Daybreak.
To the last but one newspaper, the Business Analyst, it says that Asante Bedieto not dead, and this is coming from the presidency. Now, Ghana's economy to expand by 4.4% in 2025. Fitch Solutions projects. The story is on the front page but continues on page 3. Inflation rises to 21.5% in September. Find the story on page 3. Page 3 again says that direct judges to conclude Galamsey cases within a month. And this is coming from the Attorney General to Chief Justices. High Tension Foundation donates to Wager Leprosarium, and the story is also on page 5 of the Business Analyst newspaper.
All right, so to the last of our papers this morning, and it is the Graphic Showbiz. All right, so it has a beautiful picture, and it reads Pinky Field. Well, he also has the picture of these our friend who is saying that he lost huge deals because he was an albino. Well, there is also an advice to gospel musicians, and it is coming from Mavis Asante, and she says build a radical fan base too. Well, that is the end of what we have from the papers. Now you take over.
All right, and so thank you so much. But we'll go to W. Lena, and then we'll go take our word of the day. And so our word of the day today is deter. And so to construct a sentence with it, the high cost of living will deter many people from buying from the market.
Achimotafo na eba no akabrofo a yedi be hia o. Yenya yente brofo de yenkomu kra ne akoka bi ama yagba. Enti yede beto aso sa. All right, so that was Miss Not giving to you the word of the day. You know that ends the segment on the part 1. We are zooming into the part 2 for the bit of the discussions. Well, we still want to greet the Freeman Methodist Guest House for a yeoman's job. We'll be back soon.
This is the Freeman Methodist Guest House Limited. It is a luxurious and comfortable guest house in the heart of Kumasi. Our guest house features a range of modern and spacious rooms, each with its private bathroom and amenities. Our guests can enjoy various on-site facilities, including a restaurant, conference halls, event center, spacious car park, CCTV cameras, lifts, generator, and many more. We are conveniently located opposite the Wesley College of Education near the Swami Roundabout in Kumasi and are easily accessible by public transportation. We look forward to welcoming you to the Freeman Methodist Guest House Limited. Contact us by telephone 050-650-8591 or 050-650-8592, or you can email us at fmghlghana@gmail.com or use our website www.fmghotelghana.com. Freeman Methodist Guest House, where serving you is our delight.
Don't call me, don't call me. Ghana for Methodist Asafoma. WTV Enyamfienu 5 years. Hooray! Na enam emfienu mafidida. WTV ADNT. Or yet don't call me promo. And it says, Sawa ya Ghana ni now our business. And ejuma ko bia wo pese obo ho dawura. WTV say, ye ba betwa ejuma ko no anaso wadwa ton de no. Ya bo ho dawuro na wotwemienu 2 weeks at the amount. 1,000 Ghana cedis per awbetua. We eye kwan a WTV efa so e de adawase say. What time the chi ama edrum pempenso a ene wadru. Sa promo ye di no so me kakra eda ya edimu. Ya no nti mo amwo nwumaku a mo pese mo bo ho dawuro no. Muntutu mrika na mo mrai. Fred WTV na ne panifo ni nkomo emfa don komi promo yi ho 0593 110733 and our WhatsApp 0256 253461. WTV, reaching out to the world.
Well, thank God it's Thursday, just a day more to go and we are good. But it's time for us to bring you the part 2 of Dero. Remember, Dero is proudly brought to you by the Freeman Methodist Guest House. This is the time where we will sit in the studios, we'll bring you all the stories and then the comments as well. There will be a time for you to also step in with your calls, and then you can also contribute to every other thing we have or we will discuss here. But our news analyst has joined us, and he is in the person of Gabriel Ni Otu Ankra. He's a journalist and a public relations practitioner. Ni, what do you call?
Yeah,
well, we must also add that he is in the health directorate.
Yes, he is in the health directorate. Yes,
of the Methodist Church Ghana.
Methodist Church Ghana. Methodist Church Ghana.
Yes, yes. Also Methodist Asafo.
Yeah.
All right, Ni, we want to go straight into the test now. The first one that everybody thinks again is a lip service is the CJ's message he received from his colleague, the Attorney General, to expedite, in fact, urge his colleagues, judges and magistrates to expedite what the court proceedings will be on those who have been arrested and charged with some galamsey allegations in one way or the other. Well, people still think it's that lip service. If it will be done, it must be done well. Yeah. You know, be so.
Yeah. Well, some I like the way you went.
Obviously,
some might think that it's lip service. Others to them it will be call to action. Okay. It will be government way of responding to calls for halting galamsey.
Well, halting because Attorney General sees the demands of organized labor, the threat of the fact that on the 10th of October we are putting our tools. The question is, why haven't you done something all the while? What was the one man to do?
Exactly. So if we knew that we could have expedited action, why wait now? And since his call came, the maxim or the jargon, the phrase that goes on is the wheels of justice grind slowly, is what came to mind. So now they are telling us that we have to change it because it can grind faster if we want it to grind faster. And he's called on the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice has also rebutted that, hey, it is not my place, it is not the judges. It is actually from the prosecutors. It is the Attorney General's office. Because people who have their cases in court will dress up and come and sit down, only for prosecutor to come and ask for adjournment to give a new date. So it is not us, the judges, it is your prosecutor. So an Attorney General too is saying that my prosecutors come to the court, they come and present their destiny, they are on top of their job. So now there's more like a back and forth within the legal space.
Fantastic. So I wanted us to deal with the first aspect of there was a call, the content of the call, and as you said, that response which you have said is a rebuttal. I would think it's a response. So the response is that it's not our fault. We only wait for evidence that is adduced before it. It's a prosecutor that must bring evidence to court.
Yes. So the call from the Attorney General was that between we are I don't know whether it's a command because he cannot. He said within 1 month. Within 1 month.
It appears a command.
Yes, within 1 month, and they are now resuming. When we come within that 1 month, please do well. And it's that we have about 140 cases, involving about 850 persons. So these are cases that have been there. And his cry is that some of these dates back as far as 2020. So it means this backlog of cases, who brings the cases to the court? It's the prosecutors.
Okay. Would you also think that these galamsey, which most of us have said there is a cartel behind, are in one way or the other also influencing the rule of justice?
Oh, you realize that Attorney General in his remarks to the conference there of magistrates and justice, where he made this call, mentioned that politicians should desist from asking for amnesty.
So you see,
it's an admission. It's an admission that there are powers that be that call. That is how come the whole of Ghana is now upset now. Say dear. Tin tone time. Let us stop it. Let us stop it.
Can be kase matwi mre mu na ahwefo ni bi nti. Tin tone time there.
Yeah. Because mpenifo ni mu ewu. Akuku dam. And the Attorney General statement now ya ne kire say. And some be wo hwa etwetwetwe ahoma no. Sansa ne nyina say ye mra ne ye eduma ye mpese mudi moni beba beji mo. Yenye eduma mra ne nye eduma.
So you see, before the 2020, before the cases started coming into court, I mean the case started in 2020. Ye ka say egusua wo court wa omuntumi emma a stricter punishment and a sentence being for mom. But you see that in 2019 there were some amendments made to the Minerals and Mining Act.
Yes.
So if there are stricter punishments that says that 15 years and above, why can't we then give them this punishment? Momukona, it serves as a deterrent to others who are also practicing the same galamsey.
So the LI 2465 amended 2017, as you are referring to, that is what Labour is asking for its revocation. That it is not strict enough. galamsey for
from a minimum of 15 years to 20 years maximum is not enough.
There are other clauses in that allows to say utumi mine won nkura baby nyama and no mo say yensa sam running na Aisha 1. We can't talk about galamsey without talking about Aisha 1 asemono. Aisha 1's issue no. You realize that say they fast track the process within 1 year, within a short period. Yadi assembly, it was air. How about the other kingpins around? Yemma, I think that is the call from the Attorney General. Yenjen passion.
Aisha 1, as we see, there was Aisha 1, and there was Aisha 1, 2. Which one are you referring
to? Within a short period, within 1 year, 1 and 2 for the
well, it could be because she was a foreign national. Entina be a Chinese for say money in term ye dish you. But me ma shefo
illegal. And then you'll be able to expedite these court actions. Why can't we expedite the same thing on our own people?
Well, CJ.
Because this whole thing is becoming something.
And CJ,
so we are going to sit down and wait for organized labor to go on strike and bring the whole country to a standstill because of this.
Yeah, I think it will come out. I hear cabinet is meeting organized labor this morning around 9 a.m. to see because
they have also stated they will still
it's indefinite. Yes. But you see major demands of labor. Maybe we'll get there in the other section.
And I mean push it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Two, the major demands is 1, state of emergency. And
which minister has said is draconian. In fact, yesterday I referred Mr. Ansa to that draconian statement. And he said, look, he doesn't want to even hear what the minister has said. What it is that we are dying, our land is seriously under degradation, and we need to take an action now. And he, as Secretary General, is leading an organization that is actually the workforce of the entire.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you labor anthem to solidarity, it's the union that gives us progress. So it is labor's demand. I don't know whether Attorney General DNA say expedite action, demand.
Okay. So let me go to the lines and speak with a legal brain. A legal brain who can tell us. We are only speculating. We have not been to the law school before. All right. Opinion lawyer Hazel Mepacho, good morning.
Oh, hello, good morning.
Mepacho Mpombo Kodie.
Yamenadum
Obenya di circuit Emmanuel Society I what tema diocese Mepacho bia ejina ye. Yeah, that's a pa. Council, BB actually yadwen so pa. Can an attorney general charge a CJ to expedite a legal process? Hello, Council.
Yeah, the attorney general ononkwane minister the Juma Yakan Constitution. Any minister, the president will be appointed for minister for this, for that. But Attorney General immediately, push Article 88, the Juma has been defined.
Okay.
And what you can do. Among the many things of which I hear, and it says, the legal advisor to government. And see, your lawyers people Ghana about one or two a bank. Legal advisor, he's the only legal advisor. So he leads the bar.
Okay.
In our relationship to the government. And then they also do. To me, taking actions. Prosecutions are criminal prosecutions. They say, we Korea, the NM minimum attorney general. Woman on prosecute at Samono. A bill. Attorney General in Brannon required court the beer meeting ourselves. In other words, we share Article 88, the process now. The Attorney General shall have audience in all courts in Ghana. So every court in the Attorney General ban by court normally we deal with matters that have been brought in by Attorney General first. So he's the first of all the lawyers. And he speaks on our behalf, and he speaks on behalf of the government as well. And he never say, Galamsey na be issues there. Nefe, we say that the he can't he has every right to talk about it or to suggest. To suggest
okay.
To be,
all right.
To suggest to be
to the CJ.
CJ.
All right.
So,
okay, fine.
He's talking to the CJ. The CJ is the one in charge.
Okay.
Of the judiciary.
All right. Okay, fantastic. Counsel, you have brought a word which I want to diagnose it a little bit. You used the word obetimi advice. Obetimi esusu suggest. But what we saw in the statement was really a seemingly command. Or otherwise, say, or she will be kitty, say, ya dear we, and my and me pese me who say, Wombramuno, a yes, but the waka in natural say, a son, Sam Rannaman who quine say, won't to a bind for Nintino, and you wait me to fosa in that regard. That's what you have said.
Yes, you better one. Or not more kind of one shed video.
Okay.
So you be no can say he was he's edging them or he's calling upon them.
Okay, edge, not suggest.
Okay, he's edging is borders on suggestion. Edging borders on suggestion as well, because if I'm edging you to do it, it means I want you to use your will. The person will pay any other program.
Okay. Okay, cancel entity assembly. I am urging you to direct the judges. That is actually the addendum of the suggestion. To direct into also so no kokachira omo say omonya ne sa amayen. Cancel are you there?
Yes, I'm around.
All right. Well, ye the basi wa we ye momo illegal for momo terminologies are mo can. But me pa chowo ansana me come my next question mo me pese me bisa. CJ so e can be say Attorney General. Prosecutors nyina so na no mu ye adwuma say court wa me colleagues wo mu we so omunya evidence papa bia kuntan bia nyina so say ye betimi edi asem na ye ntimi nia enti wo so mo make sure say mo prosecute a mo mfa eye nyina so emra ne ntimi prosecute mpacha ho so hu ni sen
anya tigi can be very correct. It's say Attorney General no medwuma. In fact, you share Article 88 now.
Okay.
Which is clause 3 1 out. Clause 3 say the Attorney General is responsible for the initiation and conduct of all prosecutions of criminal offences.
Okay.
The Attorney General no basa yemi ni no. One of so oye review.
Okay.
Oye review we are on the Afarley court. Court one the only about no be so
okay. All right, counsel. Say unim Osofo Pon Samuel Kofi Osabote, the Right Reverend Samuel Kofi Osabote. But also unim ne pa.
Many ne pa madam.
Wadan any wadan for two question bia man pacho my illegal explanation. Or say the core issue is does the government of Ghana represented by the President of the Republic have the moral courage to prosecute galamsey offenders? That is number one. Now, if some individuals commit a crime against the state, should we linger on or act with dispatch the buck rest with leadership? Now, Enyoma Miunu Nwebisa, two different things. Mepacho, the first one, what will you say to that?
First one, I'm not very clear.
Or say, or no, in his opinion, he thinks that the core issue is that the government of Ghana, represented by the President of the Republic, have the moral courage to prosecute galamsey offenders.
Yeah, the state has the moral courage. But we should Article 36, Clause 8 of the Constitution now. It is very, very clear. Say, the environmental sanity
okay.
of the state is the responsibility of the government.
Okay. All right. Yeah, council. This is where his thought is coming from. So we see leadership that has been a bit laid back and, as some will say, lackadaisical in making sure that Galamsey is halted. Or ye high na washe. Afia Galamsey atuate say, does he have the moral right? In fact, a year attorney general, a dear crown would di jina so akasa onu no di aban to aban for say Galamsey fui yenko na yenko form nkoto neduadam.
Oh, hello.
Hello, I'm here, sir.
Yeah. Let's appreciate the fact that the responsibility is with the attorney general.
Okay.
So the prosecute criminals. And the criminal matter will be there. Order the police to go and arrest them. And for me, as far as I look at this, I think that it is the responsibility of the attorney general and his outfit to make sure that they have arrested all those who are doing Galamsey. Okay. Including those who are hiding in the offices and directing the movement to do the Galamsey on the road. Because technically speaking,
okay.
Majority of these excavators have been bought by great people who have the means. Normally, people who are around in the economy, but both now are not only TP, not the one.
Okay.
And we all have evidence of certain things that have been done and certain names have been mentioned. Question: those certain names that have been mentioned, have they been arrested? Have they been brought to book so then they investigate them and then prosecute them? None of this is happening. And so that one, it goes against the very responsibility of the agency of Article 18+3. It's supposed to be responsible for the investigation and conduct of all prosecutions of criminal offenses.
All right.
So that one, it is in the position of the AG or the government
to do that. All right, very well.
With them. And this thing could have been stopped long ago. It could have been stopped long ago.
All right.
Because this person is doing illegality. You should have been arrested long ago.
Okay. So that is actually the concern of Bishop Osabute. This thing rests with leadership, and leadership should have acted long ago. This is saying, what moral right do you even have to even urge or suggest for a prosecution? But the emphasis on my last question after yenya minimsa obeko court anope. Mr. Enra mene ora ansa ekasa ye eye ochochofo penia or that you say ni na mi bisa no eye strike ya or my young organized labor or mobile. My first question was whether or not they have sought the permission for going on strike, because minim set wamremu said the more kikano so be obeko eye strike bi anaso obeye oye chire bia no ohia a certain permission. Was it his answer was the fact is that they don't really need permission for anybody to do a sit-down strike. Me pacho, is he right?
Yeah, Article 21 of the Constitution. You see, the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. Supreme.
Yeah.
And when the supreme law of the land, citizens know certain freedoms are. Freedoms are the now, if you look at it carefully, Article 21, a general fundamental freedom. And freedom, it is that freedom, it is not dictated by anybody.
Okay.
Nobody can dictate the freedom for anybody. I have the freedom to do whatever and then pay the consequence.
All right.
So, and here we see Article 21, if you look at the clause 1 paragraph, paragraph B. Paragraph B. Okay. Freedom of assembly, including freedom to take part in procession and demonstration. And every person in this country has that freedom to take part in any demonstration anywhere.
All right.
The police only comes in to give guidance. And it doesn't mean we are taking authority from the police to do demonstration. Demonstration is free.
Okay. Wow.
And that's what the constitution is saying. And that is negotiating. There's no negotiating. There's no negotiating for demonstration. Except the police, because they have the law and order.
Okay.
Responsibility. They will do their best to say, okay, you are going to do your demonstration. We can't stop you from your demonstration. But we have a problem here. We have a problem here. Let's guide you to do it.
Okay.
So all that the police is doing is to guide.
To guide them.
They are not the people giving you the permission to do demonstration.
All right.
The authority to do demonstration is in the constitution, and the constitution is about everybody.
All right. Very, very perfect. A good education for us. But this time we are talking about a strike action, which sometimes may follow up with a demonstration or otherwise. But this one is a strike. Do they need permission to go on strike, or it is also a fundamental right which they can just exercise?
Well, the word strike is not listed in the constitution per se.
Okay.
But it is with the labor commission. So if they are going to go on strike, they will have to inform the labor commission that they are going on strike.
So that is what
they have to deal with them in that sense.
Okay, very much so. That is actually what I was trying to push at. No matter what it is, you still will need some form of permission or otherwise. But ono they say yeniabre ko, our lands are going away, cocoa is fading out, we want to go on strike. There's an ultimatum by the 10th of October. Government, if you don't do something, no to say all organized labor is shutting down. Your opinion and conclusion.
Labor has their own way of doing things. And as I'm saying, Labor Commission will have to handle that situation.
Okay.
Now, it is just fair. Fair. They go in and make their points clear to the government. Because of this and that and that. In fact, Galamsey is a killer. It's a genocide. And see, when there's war anywhere in the world, if we go and contaminate the water in that place, that is a genocide and it's a high crime.
Okay.
So for anybody to go into our water and destroy our water, now if you watch it carefully, you will see that water river and then the whole clean. But they have started polluting it from the north.
Yes.
And so very soon, this big water river, which are seeing also turning creamy. It's a crime, a serious crime against the state. A very serious crime. It's more than a coup d'etat. So by this time, the government should have acted promptly and arrested the people. And if he hasn't done it, and then the labor front, organized labor says that look, if the government you are sleeping, we want to wake you up. I think they have every right to wake the government up by any means. By strike. And if strike is what they want to do it, including demonstration, because demonstration is listed in the constitution.
All right. Very much well said, Mr. Ebenezer Hazel Esquire. In fact, Engineer Ebenezer Hazel Esquire. Thank you so much this morning for such an illumination on this legal issues. Yeah, that's it, baby. All right, Ni. So these are the dynamics of the matter. Whether it's a strike, whether it's a demonstration, all of it is vested in our laws, from which a certain permission is needed. But before you go there, Odia Fanoto and Chena Yankan Bishop Sabute.
Permission. Forget the law, forget
and one of Mr. Ansaka.
Labor for crack and almost saying.
No, Mr. Ansaka,
because if we start importing water today, you won't ask permission to go and buy the water, the imported water from anywhere. Anyway,
well, so to the morality of the matter is what Bishop Osabute is concerned. You see, who appointed the CG and who appointed the Attorney General? I said, leadership, morality, Ben or say, Obeka say, Munya, it's said, what do you have to say?
Also, for saying I can, they are the backstops with the leader. On easy lies the header was the crown. Why would you opinion? On I say, Okumbiano.
That's right.
And to say, baby, I do what now? I and I do baby, I do now. What is there? Obibeka say it's better late than never, but we could have taken action. But I can't say leader, president. It's true. I believe in that.
Yeah.
But Ghana, Power no is with the people. It's always with the people. Me do election and I'm because this is where you to abano. I say you chere I say you the ma no wan ye ni say wo so buy no wan ye ni say what omo nyina omo amobetwe mo nyina omo ye galamsey. Okay. O say parliament o ka say wo ye chen me. Ofe me. Just omo ni adwin and
in your opinion yembu tutu ni na niema a third force one.
So the people should decide.
And the people have you seated here. Advise the people.
Oh yes, the people. No, yeah, people. No, yes, say you quite blue and red. You quite blue and red. We should also rise up.
Okay, your fair and me afan. No, your third one. No, I don't mean.
Oh, third force is very important. Okay. We need a third force. What maybe someone who say, "And I am ready now." One third for some online.
Okay. We no more the ready. Ghana Health Service they were ready. Now also so oye juma ema Methodist asafo. Name Ghana Health Service and do ama Methodist asafo say ye juma. You are used to the hospital setting and environment. Negligence on the part of any health worker is also a criminal act. It is a say a minister. Wajina eye ni tumi so akachire eye CID for some more any enye nhwehwemu ojobi maami aseme esi a woman who was supposed to be treated by the trauma hospital in Winneba seriously neglected their duty amamami yekoto so odakwan. Now they are facing the CID who have to investigate them.
Also, it's unfortunate story. I think somewhere June 13th. It was very unfortunate. But it is an administrative misconduct. It's an administrative misconduct. Care part, which comes with a professional health giver. Almost started treatment to Ojobi Health Center. Almost they call emergency accident and emergency department. Winneba trauma, and there are documentation to prove say. They attended to the woman. She had been on admission for 2 weeks. So the medical care was given to the woman. So that one, the negligence, I don't see it. It was the administrative part of it.
Which
the
is?
Procedure. How did you do? Because your social welfare hospital, I sent me to me that when I was working with Tamale Teaching Hospital. Patient unidentified. They say your first social welfare nurse. You took quite so many kilometers. Fortunately for us, you will be on Nimnipano. So we're able to trace the house. There are so many issues like this in the hospitals, and I think what it's a clarion call say patient claim policy we should set up. There are so many patients here we don't know where they are coming from. That is where the issue came from. So this staff who have been should I say minister na idea say why there's a criminal element. The criminal element is that I don't want to say Zamako too biba atu enwurem and I'm jana ho. So they say obi so transport officer who drove the ambulance, even this who can report now the ambulance was even a standing driver and so when it happens like that, it is either suspension, indictment or dismissal. That is why I'm saying it's administrative misconduct. Administratively, the first instance is to set up a committee, disciplinary action in the health sector. So the committee has been set up by the district. Exactly. So every leader who had a role to play in the process. It's
the one who's
medical director
for her to be.
And in this case, the report is saying that medical director and sign say ambulance and infanenko. But on him patient crew ambulance and they call. Any routine job say obema. Oh no, sign finally
sign documents.
My ambulance the obiako. One next manager no ward female ward no. Until no so home.
Okay.
Also who bejim the driving car yen also ne who bejim wa sign say yen discharging no. In this case the physician assistant also who bejim. So you see that it's administrative. We are following and tracking whoever was responsible at a point in time. They say wo ye 1 year echo PSA no ojobi ho na echo ye no. You see mama the report says that she doesn't come from there, she doesn't hail from there. Diagnosis committee and see your documents and say almost say non-organic psychosis. It means he has no medical or neurological sort of not records or accounts. It could be out of a shock and I'm in a state of because I'm saying but he was diagnosed as having that it could be dementia. dissolution, all those things that came in. So Yashano, and they've declared her medical condition. This could be as a result. Much within 2 months. They have even dressed her. So the report says this. Or much and POP, or much dress no cry. Ne family.
Okay. Ni yanto aso. You see, Ghana haya we edru baby ayana we always point accusing fingers at authorities and those who are supposed to do what they must do. What about the family
of the person?
That is my pride.
The family.
That is what that makes me bleed. It makes me bleed. Say empty. You know, we have something like the human dignity. The human dignity. Where is family? No friend, no
I think this week also for me a comment say in Kuala almost special needs pa na ye the mobile hospital na abeja omo ho. So that even tells us say you bet me in Kuala there say penyin dey.
Well, so it is not now it is not only in Kuala. You see, we have a stigma against everything that is mental health in Ghana. So the next comment I was going to be, I mean, when working within the mental health spectrum for these years, people who have mental health challenges, now man for monyeshi in Tebusia kaso ya to na chwe was a mama be for we otifio high agene. Meanwhile, the person is suffering from a certain psychological, neurological problem. Oh yeah, so I mean,
so we need to look at our community involvement in the care of our mental health.
All right. Okay. Yantoma ashefo ye pese ye share whether you have had such an experience from a hospital. Say okwaya resabre bi ye treati ubasa ya nhye dan so mu anhwe. Ana afi so sabusuan so atu ejeje mu atu pa ehwi so a eno so ma yenhu. That is what we do here. We are a family and we must make sure that family also take up their responsibility. So share your experience with us both on the part of hospital administrators and caregivers and also on the part of family. Now open the lines now.
All right, and so for Anapa Kasafa, the fact that Attorney General has requested the Chief Justice to direct speedy trial of Galamsey cases, or say Galamsey cases is 140. I face unko for yachi 850 inti or say anka almost share legal year na say on the 10th of October on Shena in a month time no more to me ashes cases in Nana a free court hall. I face say labor unions I can say by 10th of October no almost on because strike they are not relenting on that decision. At office the health ministry I can say CID would investigate the case, the alleged abandonment of a woman at Ojobi. Into patients we are in the court trauma hospital. No, say patients here could jano Ojobi ho baby, room ho baby, na mama no. Say I can say the on take at Tasifo Assassin Subiuminti. These are some of the things we've been discussing here. Also, be to me a comment. Also 0256253461. I think 05383506. 25 me patcho ofra na ma TV volume no aba from Eddie Amaye. Asha, good morning. No preference awam.
Good morning.
Good morning. Adisho.
Mutua sefo no na mshia Wesley Kiri Amokin. Asam kakrebi na nepata Genesis 2 no. Verse 15 no.
Okay.
Now Bible can be clear now everybody and couple the unipa ne kudia room say only na on doctor no carry and then after ye moment everybody the nipa type say on men na on doctor and I say me as a Bible said to be based on the choice.
Okay.
Now, instead of customer, no person when you live at Jesus Christ said, yes, you're based on Nipa constitutional. No worry. Accra, woman, she was the two young couple. There is a dream, what Christian has told you to sort of well from the paraphone. It's not saying the everyone. Nothing counting idea. Occurring of a new gun. Young authorities are woman or men make a young gun Okay. So, motion and the never did yes to Christo Tower, 1915 now. Let's say, Yachum. Yachum.
Okay. You. Yo, Asha, yeah, that's it. Go for me, bridge.
All right, Yanko Takrado. All right, good morning.
Good morning, Craig.
Yeah, I did show Ben, BBI Boko there. All right.
They tell me about my battle, so it's my part. Me can't crack up a year golden and ceremony that I'm saying, no. That's I'm can say, okay, of mine, ya kaboom. Now, in the fight against the illegal mining. You say, consume mining there, it is totally out of the tip. Me can say, bra, abandon any bra. Now, offer against Galamsey, no. It will be dinner with the effort for from the helicopter. Now, shows no fire. We want to champagne, no. The human rights for a moment I said that I know you put the funny face in there. So you need to know, get some fight too. Young sure the bishop go to the economy of Ghana. Okay, just recent economic year. Yeah, export and there is that across road, and it's because of the gold Bank of Ghana also near from especially this illegal, not say illegal, small scale. What I would suggest, Mr. Young come, and you can assume any insume mining there, it should be up. Never should be tolerated.
All right. Thank you.
Religious leaders, everybody should come together. Name his name. You can see any mining crowd there. I can tell you by the end of December, this economy will collapse.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. And so, good morning, my Bonnie. Okay. TV volume from Kakra. Papa. That's why you do so.
Yo. Yes, now, and the better make a trouble, you know, is that we need so for identity. And that said, name my Juma, Garawata, 36 years, I'm retired.
Okay.
Young Chenny, near come boom. Now, ya bomb by a and thank you, and say, Ompa Emma Guntoso. Say, dear bro, near my even bear 5 years, near Yaya. A bedu baby. Yanana no more bebano. Or bebabe. The boy dear. Ni free. We call it gono. Eti beslemo. But the manu to say. Abai no. Omomodi no omra. For a meantime. Not you. Eko.
Okay.
Near.
Okay. Yo, Papa, that's it, Papa.
All right, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Alex Boko there.
All
right. It's you.
Pocho, crime working the last time it could be there. I saw for Kahuma, Galamsey, or Kodo. I didn't tell me that I made them always village.
Okay.
And what am I? You'll be a Galamsey made to be paid. Now, be Methodist.
Okay.
Every month be a meta every month be a so for women society. Me say we permit them man. Me no positions be brave wash.
Okay.
Until so for you baby I kada gala me say no kodo no yet.
Alex na so for ni nim say galam say na utu.
So for ni nyimo ya we.
Okay.
Okudu baby na me yirichimu for that there me yan man yan me jai.
Okay.
In today's kana made myself for no better way. And you drew a position be brave, let me tell you for quite a bit
or Ginina. Unless Miss Rabo me patron me send bisa na so for Odisicano so cocoman on him say galam say what tight in a wood to ye, they will see collection.
Oh, Yimpa, okay.
All right.
And to make it a soft for the more could or made more in America.
Okay.
I would tell them what size was so them or before they was so them mamma singing.
All right.
So for back and the quarter, back and the quarter, Bepani, Gina Poppy, take the galam, say, or could do my moon. Why can the quarter? Wasn't a tight? Me tight, me be a little can. Wasn't a car combat?
Okay. Alex, you have a good point. Yeah, the back dream, na yashe, but on this station we have declared they say a certain hashtag should go on to demystify the lip service. I face so yen use yen puppet. Media mashasi true vine ye ni galam say wo mamponse. But ebi ana bi obi ababi otimu ye nyina ye can, but it's a call in the right direction. Thank you so much for your comment. Yeah.
All right. Auntie Philo, good morning. No for every ahunjo.
Yeah, Mediana.
Yes, ma'am.
Quite
Yeah, this shit.
Now, Monsieur, you're penny boating. After the train and country. There will be another year.
Bachelor, you already.
Never some guarantee no, and I'm my American.
Okay.
But the American year last Sunday. What of work when the preaching or year church or no. Maybe the initiation and secretary. Papa preaching no can say. Or they are presiding for Plana or Pretiana. The shop of Baku. As well as I say. So for Casa presiding there. Brofune the never and chill watching. But one such way. The initiation with a method is a shop of no. Brofune young one more get. But Papa my young with a brofo. Any party, but then capture any part. It's a shop of four with station in a the footwork I cram it, then my in I was said, who could brother be at the walk cotton, a hot castle, but my days of a man a year tumor, excellent brofo. Now, never get back when you just a day. Set the car and fancy the power back until memory. They make us a watching in eye brofo and fancy. Baby, Crony, I don't know to your top for cotton or be a fancy. On a fancy in the crab we are day. Now, I know the Wabana preaching away interpreter, which makes a lot of them more. The other part of the Senna, at 6 years, that will be covered via a form so. And it be my almost a catana or one, and swing and my Yadamachi. A chair will be guaranteed, dear. So for a suffer for can 100%. Now, we are two of my money. I didn't any other book when lady. But that's a battle and say, yes, of Vincent and Mawa. I thought of what come from my neighborhood.
And what Debbie? Yeah, you were free so cry. Yeah, you were free so. Yeah, or what threat? Or what threat? Okay. All right. Godwin, you go switch now, Kumaso. Godwin. Hello, Godwin. Godwin.
Hello.
Hello, Godwin.
Yeah.
No.
Bro. Yami Sham.
Amen. Na Kumasi Fapa na ujinai.
No Swami.
Oh, Swami. Okay. All right. Yo. Yet you.
Yami Sham wa duma mo ye na no play.
Amen.
Oh, say some mu na no. It boils down to leadership. It boils down to leadership. Yeah, yakustu kaka. But I think there is something wrong with our education system.
Okay.
A problem in your Ghana in education system. But uko school, you see land degradation, you see wine, you see. But when we come out, why are we doing otherwise? And I am a as a rule. I said we prepare our students for exams, but we don't prepare them for life. What is ahead of us? Galam says the education system because we say the only continent that problem Ghana, Africa, Ghana count. Because the whites are created to solve problems. But we are created to create problem for God to come and solve.
To create more problems.
Yeah, because sorry, and I was saying a bad down. I was saying bad down to the social life of people. No, what say and also better work of Vincent. Who say because Yamibo has no catch Adam said he should tell the land. On has as in ye. It will be for church and say, so to born a boo, who say assassin, and also every way I'm when your consequences be. We did say a big go down well.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you now.
All right, hello, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, fireman.
But I'll be able to hear.
Nyami Adomo, also.
Yehovah to change my problem. I'm thankful every. And I pay. Me Ganyamia to say I approve a class sports stadium. Okay. You bet me up where qualify, you know, a word. But me dear penny funny binu and we out. I'm winning some bet to me on your who be. And I'm one yet. And I'm not starting, I'm a bandy yet. You're penny for your slam. She can't be brave. Nyami in so this on my Ghana. Sports stadium would win every mark on my Ghana. It is very, very sad. Dear Danyamiasi. And I'm a Sanko, fantastic doctor, Okoboy, honorable Papa. Or say, Mamina, Okewuye. Or the Assembly of Court. Medini ya di 100%. Open small take a nurse. Open small take a doctor. When I would give to Musa by a nurse. Send ya do be about hospital no area. Doctor Sininet for the viewer attitude be a Musono, which is very bad. But Mitanyamiasi, tell Methodists are sorry. Doctor Somuwomu, a fantastic Dr. Penter. And the next for the Bilum Omoya de Ba. Omunya Butre, a Bishop Watson, Omunya Dadre, a show. But yes, for the Bilum, a young professional. In some of the way, any of this year, Muniyami Yuma.
Your fireman, Yedasi.
All right, Yanko Shama. Bosom, good morning.
Good morning, Laura.
Bajo Yetio.
Bajo Apuai.
Nyami Adom.
Nede Galim said they had come out some. No, we have na you are be a casino. But that's something enough for naturally, Mama suffering. I am over. I am composed against the fire. Provisional Sunday. I am say, Nana suffering. In the Morgan Hammond, I say, the Osofo in the day was back. I am say, then to mention the Dorian Onion. Not with Janet tight. You may be already be also 82. I have to say. Then Osofo, as more by there. Some time ago, Galam say no solution pure. I would to me the handle. She said, maybe said, a confident do, and you were Wakana. You would have Wakana. Let them go and get no. One or you run. You wouldn't read that, you're going to it's just like Galam say, a baby. Say, you were. Me, your point is so when you could do good. The man of the day, you put to me, I can say no. You can say now, another company. I don't want to run the way you get them. And I was starting to find the Pierre, what is can you figure? I'm saying the book, not another company. No, so good to now, what that assassinado.
Okay.
And it's not by the man. And you ain't a Juma, I can say, you Juma, sir, or Kaka assassinado. No, madam, and see a bit of way we need to create employment for people.
All right.
It is a bit of time when they are so where to where you get there, they are ma, I can percentage be no company be sorry the make you mana. But kind of
okay. All right. Ebe me say ya sure no wa homa so na.
All right, and so very last caller. Quarcoo, good morning. Oh, free Kumasi. Hello, Quarcoo, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, it's 0256253461. Yeah, pay.
Hello, I'm Pacho.
Hello, Quarcoo, good morning. Yeah, Adishi.
Hello.
Yes, Quarcoo, good morning.
Hello.
Quarcoo, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, Quarcoo, good morning.
Hello.
Okay, Quarcoo, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Pacho. Me program and I say, me the matter is more as well now on the and say, yes, you are so phone. The way almost a feedback. If you are 1 year, and I'm on actually 2 years now. I say, I think you bit my system there. And I second one so. Your name and I tone. And Tomane t-shirts. Then I brand Sunday. Me say my joining men's. Kobe, not men say, you know, Safari.
Who are Dowses Bain? Who are Dowses Bain?
But me, I say what say.
Oh, into Kumasi Dowses.
But
Kumasi Kokokeo, Ukokeo, Pobenya Biato. Why?
But I feel almost men's school meeting and I'm going to be about.
Oh, really?
Almost say, just said that I was okay. No problem. It's me. Press my name. Safari.
I think say organizations who take Senate meetings.
Yeah, baby some penny for. Now you may keep you available. Okay, Hawaii. Yeah, ne Kumasi men's bekasa na yashe. Yeah, that's a panel contribution. Ni just wrap up for us.
Yes, so on the Galamsey, so for as a communications person, I read motive behind communication.
Okay.
She say 10th October, and a legal year resume. 10th, and a labor say Omoko strike. I'm reading between the two 10. What I would say is that what I'm saying to labor is that so we are asking for we are asking for state of emergency to be declared on Galamsey. We are asking that it is banned. It should be banned for some time to reclaim all. Let us stay focused.
Okay.
Stay focused. And the church should pray for mercy, like Daniel, for the sins of the nation on Galamsey. Right. On the health, I think we are doing well. Okoboy's call is in order. Let us look at claiming patients. We are in families, any identity. There should be a policy on that. Let us love our people who have mental conditions. Families, let's go for them. God bless Ghana.
All right, God bless you too, our brother Neo too, Gabi. Well, Papa die or Methodist in TTM when Chebiano, Yebebon Kola na waba no so wabi preachy. Ye kase no or communication specialists. PR so do munti my pa. Imprem or Methodist Health Directorate udi Juma Kesie Papa. Afesu so fidie so die. Eba stater ono so enetiano eti yebeda ase ne boss papa baako eso any all right, that's on the lighter no you try one by your cover you be din komo.
This is the Freeman Methodist Guest House Limited. It is a luxurious and comfortable guest house in the heart of Kumasi. Our guest house features a range of modern and spacious rooms, each with its private bathroom and amenities. Our guests can enjoy various on-site facilities, including a restaurant, conference halls, event center, spacious car park, CCTV cameras, lifts, generator, and many more. We are conveniently located opposite the Wesley College of Education near the Swami Roundabout in Kumasi and are easily accessible by public transportation. We look forward to welcoming you to the Freeman Methodist Guest House Limited. Contact us by telephone 050-650-8591 or 050-650-8592, or you can email us at fmghlghana@gmail.com or use our website www.fmghotelghana.com. Freeman Methodist Guest House, where serving you is our delight.
Nyansa, it's Jan and Peninano, and I agent in Penano. The baby Biara and Penufuashia, Nay Shire Junino. Ne open Yansano, or Ben Wa, or the good year, Chadjunimo good year, and a coffee. And yes, I do it. And some more drop, and some polo. Someone, ye tear bobra, a co ye, frasi frito, near open Yansano, or Manquan Queniase, then Peninsula Yajuni, the Bay Shira, Amano, and then in Chirima. Yadamwasi.
Jack in penning in Soyajuni, Jemre, Nashayan, Mimninde, Nimimninde Pia, and no pat no watching, or Wesleyan television so.
Dear friends, welcome to Apomoding. Apomoding segment is proudly sponsored by the Piptest Institute. Today we are looking at stages of cervical cancer. Let's go to our professionals now.
Cancer ne yeka yewo stages. To say cancer bia ewo stages. Cervical cancer ne yewo stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4.
Awesome.
Inti stage 1 no no wa wode na no keke. In shedan do bia. Stage 2 no wa wode na no aba nase akakra ne vagina no top kakra. Stage 3 no spread free awode na no eko awode ni mu ankasa the lower part of the uterus no, and at stage 4 need they spread their uterus no munyina ma spread eba other organs are epa uterus no ho. Inti say you in time at stage 1 and stage 2 it is very easy to manage, very easy to treat. But enya do stage 3 and 4 na treatment na ayedin kakra because no spread their kwa wudi nim spread they ko enyama yefumu nyama no eka ho. In pain baby na mo ba hospital no mbeba no me do stage 3 and stage 4 most of the time because sebe ebi before ye hu enyama sisan ye wo ye health mu a ye fa ya adwen nkoso till say aginsem nti ebia I started who bleeding kakra and I say nsuo bi go kakra and I will tea on kakra omo ye ho hwe bebre na behia ne se wakofa bibidro because obeka cho say we nya infection and I say bibi no wakofa bibidro no mo de nyama hyehyehye o mase by the time on realize say enyomo ye ne enye ejuma no mbeba hospital no na chese aginse say enti say Ensisaye na be shase and se cancer na nkasa de shase a enche na spread within a few months or years na spread edu stage 4 no changes no and they take a lot of time but cancer na nkasa de enche so most people will start having the symptoms if they don't come to the hospital early. So a few of them are mutumi ba in term at stage 1 and stage 2 no. We are able to treat them easily. We do a surgery. There are some form of treatments that we do depending on stage normal debebano and then better. But a lot of the time we call ward gynae ward no more stage 2B, stage 3, almost stage 4 or more ya poppy.
Senior nurse Frederica Kranchi na ya tini kana mu the stages of cervical cancer. Well, ya mamache, it's a good morning. Piptest, thank you.
Piptest Institute. Ayaresabia hotonia sumdua shehoma. Edi enu wakwanchre ni adekodia poten no a epia ma otokoso wa abrabomu. Nanso sensanom ni nubone fa basa bitwa wa kwan mu a eyi wa adwene free obotaye no so wo Piptest Institute no yebetumi aboa wo ne wabusuafo a muhia moa nyina ma wogye ayemodea ye yayaresabia sebi yebeboa wona wato nsane nubone fantentan mu ayaresabia ibotaye ne se ebeboa adwuma mu nimdifo asuafo ni nipa ahodo nyina ama watu anamwa edikan a edifa ahodie bebre won mpanimfo a ye ne won di dwuma no bi ne wona wo hwe adwene mu yare afutufo ni adokotafo ni anesefo a wode won ho afri nsanom ne nubone fansem yatete saa nimdifo yi na wo nimdia ne nuoma pa ebo ayarefo no na de atwam nso ne se ayaresan hyehyeye ni gina abefo hyehyemu ni USA hyehyeye a wode di dwuma no Piptest ayarehwe ne fie die nyina ayepe yayaresan hyehyeye no gu ahodo na ebi ne medical monitored detox program residential rehabilitation yesan tumi fa ye nananom akwa ahodo so sayare na ebi nso ne group therapy 12-step AAA programs recreational therapy ne nia ekeka ho oyarefo ne da akyehye ase bra ode ne nan besi biaye ho no a Piptest Institute ya belfo ayaresabia ehwe wona wado suko won sane nubone famu na ani wiase afana hyehyeye nyina nso yepe adampa hodo a ye wonu bi ne VIP rooms professional rooms standard rooms and air conditioned rooms laundry services ye free ahobambon sem so wo sro kama yesan obia ya osua de na eba no aduane sem de a uni hawkra ye na chukwan wo kumasi kochi e wa santimantem Ghana sawo pentremu bia nso a mepa chow frayan wo 0245 849185 ana 0322 496188 USA Fonson frayan wo 404 735 7697 Abe Fontaine Tansu behunu yenwo www.marthaedu.org Piptest Institute, the Extension Center for Integrative Therapy, home away from home.
All right, and so welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us on Insurance Minute here on Wesleyan Television. My name is Misna. Insurance Minute is proudly brought to you by Danwell Insurance Company. In all 16 regions across the country, you would locate Danwell Insurance Company. But if you are down here in Accra, you would find them so behind the Presbyterian Church. It's Thursday, and so if you are already in town and doing your own business, going about your own activities, do well to make money and buy an insurance policy for yourself. If you really want to learn more about the insurance policies, then just log on to Danwell Insurance Company's website, info@danwellinsurance.com, and then you get to see all the insurance policies that they have in store for you. You get to read about them, and then if any of them appeals to you, please sign on to at least one of them. It could be the personal accident policy, or the home protection policy, or the money insurance. It could be bonds, it could be marine insurance, it could be the contractors or risk policy, among others. And so whatever policy you buy, there is a term and condition that applies to it. But if you are able to buy one, please pay your premiums on time, because that is a sure way for you to also make your claims at the right time. Thank you so much for joining us on Insurance Minute, which was proudly brought to you by Danwell Insurance Company. Up next is Agro. Do well to enjoy.
Ebusiafo, midin di AC Danwell. Obetumi afra me ACD. Me a virtual insurance underwriter. Metumi aboa ama wonsaka motor insurance policy sima eduntem. Nia ubeya ne so besane me ha e WhatsApp number iso 050-168-7806. Na enchakra me jejumano amao.
If it must be done well.